Good evening, folks. How are you doing? Are you enjoying the festival? Fantastic.
Well, it's good to see so many of you out there. Must be raining outside.
They're dimming the lights. I hope that doesn't mean that that's so we can't see people leave. Anyway, let's do them a song.
Before they do.
Well, me father often told me when I was just a lad, a sailor's life was very hard, the food was always bad. But now I've joined the Navy, I'm aboard a man of war. And now I found a sailor ain't a sailor anymore. Don't haul on the rope, climb up the mast. If you see a sailing ship, it might be a lost. Get your civvies ready for another run ashore. A sailor ain't a sailor ain't a sailor anymore. Well, the Killick of a mess, he says we've had it soft. It wasn't like this in his day when he was up aloft. We love our bunks and sleeping bags, but what's a hammock for? Swinging from the deck, head a lying on the floor. Don't haul on the rope, climb up the mast. If you see a sailing ship, it might be a lost. Get your civvies ready for another run ashore. A sailor ain't a sailor ain't a sailor anymore. Well, they gave us an engine that first went up and down. Then with more technology, the engine went around. We know our steam and diesel, but what's a mania for? A stoker ain't a stoker with a shovel anymore. Don't haul on the rope, don't climb up the mast. If you see a sailing ship, it might be a lost. Get your civvies ready for another run ashore. A sailor ain't a sailor ain't a sailor anymore. Well, they gave us an Otis lamp so we could do it right. They gave us a radio, we signaled every night. We know our codes and ciphers, but what's a semaphore? A bunting tosser doesn't toss a bunting anymore. Don't hold on the rope, climb up the mast. If you see a sailing ship, it might be a lost. Get your civvies ready for another run ashore. A sailor ain't a sailor ain't a sailor anymore. 2 cans of beer a day, that's your bleeding heart. Now we've got an extra one because they stuffed the
Stop your time in a minute.
Put on our civic clothes, find a pub ashore.
A sailor's still a sailor, just like he was before.
Don't haul on the rope, climb up the mast. If you see a sailing ship, it might be a lost. Get your civvies ready for another run ashore. A sailor ain't a sailor ain't a sailor anymore. A sailor ain't a sailor ain't a sailor anymore. A sailor ain't a sailor ain't a sailor anymore.
Thanks very much. As that rather generous introduction mentioned, we're from East Coast. East Coast represent. Hey, we've got some East Coasters.
Both of you. Bless you guys.
Have we got anyone else from Lowestoft? No? Yeah. No. They let us out for the day.
Yeah. We got over the bridge. That was the hardest part, to be honest.
Yeah, that won't mean anything to them.
Anyway, we'll give you another one.
We're making money with this sound.
Rattle them winches, oh.
Soon we'll all be homeward bound.
Rattle them winches, oh.
Come on,
rattle the can, stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh.
Hey!
Rattle the can, stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh.
In the hold, this gear must go.
Rattle them winches, oh.
Because Mr. May told me so.
Rattle them winches, oh. Hey! Rattle that can, stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh.
Hey!
Rattle that can, stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh.
Eric was a shanty man.
Rattle them winches, oh.
He was always on the old ramp.
Rattle them winches, oh. Rattle that can, stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh. Rattle that can, stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh.
When he was young and in his prime.
Rattle them winches, oh.
He'd have them young girls 2 at a time.
Rattle them winches, oh. Rattle that can, stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh. Rattle that can, stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh.
But now he's getting old and grey.
Rattle them winches, oh.
The girls all look the other way.
Rattle them winches, oh, rattle that can and stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh, rattle that can and stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh.
We'll all have a drink in the dog and the duck.
Yeah, rattle them winches, oh.
With the girls in there, we're gonna try our luck.
Rattle them winches, oh, rattle that can and stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh, rattle that can and stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh.
Rattle that can and stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh.
Rattle that can and stamp and go. Rattle them winches, oh. Not a key change in the middle there. Did anyone notice?
Yeah, we expected
Well,
that.
just keep us on our toes.
Well, you know.
I think it's like, did anyone notice this? Did anyone not notice?
Did anyone care?
No.
Okay. So, anyone stressed with putting up a tent today?
He was.
Oh,
Yeah.
He was.
You should have seen Richard. Oh,
turned
my
the air
goodness.
blue.
Yeah, I left the door open when we sang our first set, so I came in and it was literally flooded. These guys conveniently didn't come back to the tent because they were busy, so there was me with my only towel I brought this weekend, getting rid of the water.
They're not-
What a great tent
First
camping
world
experience.
problems, huh?
Yeah, Rich, they're not called doors on tents, they're called flaps.
Okay.
And you got in a right flap about it. We are actually related, so if we have a little domestic on stage, perhaps you'll forgive us.
Watch the security.
Anytime you like.
I don't even remember how this one goes. Okay. In South Australia I was born.
Heave away, haul away.
South Australia round Cape Horn.
We're bound for South Australia. All the way, you rolling king. Heave away, all the way. All the way, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia.
Now South Australia is my home.
Heave away, all the way.
And South Australia's where I'm gonna roam.
We're bound for South Australia. All the way, you rolling king. Heave away, all the way. All the way, you'll hear me sing. And we're bound for South Australia.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now I'm on a foreign strand.
Heave away, all the way.
I got a bottle of beer in my both hands.
We're bound for South Australia. All the way, you rolling king. Heave away, all the way. All the way, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia.
When I'm on a foreign shore,
Heave away, all the way.
I drink to the girl that I adore.
We're bound for South Australia. All the way, you rolling king. Heave away, all the way. All the way, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia.
I'll tell you now, it ain't no lie.
Heave away, all the way.
Gonna love that gal till the day I die.
We're bound for South Australia. All the way, you rolling king. Heave away, all the way. All the way, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia.
And now we're homeward bound once more.
Heave away, all the way.
We'll soon be drinking on home shore.
We're bound for South Australia. All the way, you rolling king. Heave away, all the way. All the way, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia.
All the way, you rolling king.
Heave away, all the way. All the way, you'll hear me sing. We're bound for South Australia.
Thank you so much. That's really kind of you. And I'd just like to say, actually, part of the reason we love shanties is they're very repetitive. Not only are they very repetitive, but they repeat a lot.
They repeat themselves as well.
Yeah.
quite a
Tell them
bit.
they repeat.
Same stuff over again, innit?
And
Yeah,
the
they're
thing about
repetitive.
that is, it makes them easy to join in with.
Yeah.
And they're repetitive as well.
Yeah.
They do that.
I think we covered that.
Yep.
Yeah,
Sure.
they do, yeah.
So we'd love to hear you sing along on the easy bits at least.
It's on the sky and the setting sun, the Corncrake steams and the Bristol one. Brandy for the waiters' tray, the sailors they have earned their pay.
All the seas to Bristol town, loaded down with brandy-o. All the seas to Bristol town, loaded down with brandy-o, with brandy-o.
Rolling on through the deep green day towards the hills of Redcliffe Bay, the Corncrake steams upon her way through the moonlit night till the break of day.
All the seas to Bristol town, loaded down with brandy-o. All the seas to Bristol town, loaded down with brandy-o, with brandy-o.
Then the captain I heard tell, that's the sound of the King Royal bell, steaming on by Vincent's Rock to the brandy shed and the Bristol dock.
All the seas to Bristol town, loaded down with brandy-o. All the seas to Bristol town, loaded down with brandy-o, with brandy-o.
Bound for the Bristol city dock by Hartwell and the Cumberland Lock, down the Reach and the harbour side, safe and sound from the Severn tide.
All the seas to Bristol town, loaded down with brandy-o. All the seas to Bristol town, loaded down with brandy-o, with brandy-o.
Let's make fast for the foreigner, for the Corncrake she's a pleasant craft. Now ashore we'll have good fun, drinking of a bottle of rum.
All the seas to Bristol town, loaded down with brandy-o. All the seas to Bristol town, loaded down with brandy-o, with brandy-o. All the seas to Bristol town, loaded down with brandy-o. All the seas to Bristol town, loaded down with brandy-o, with brandy-o.
Okay, I'm gonna. Oh, blimey, your mic's tall, James. We're gonna push James up a bit, and we're gonna. Oh no, Andy, you don't use a C drum on this, do you? He doesn't even know what song we're doing, so I suppose that's a bit of a silly question. Well, we've got a brand new album out, which is our debut album, and it's for sale at the back. I think that's right at the end of the night, but with Roots Records throughout the festival.
It's brand new for us and is recently reviewed as quite good. So if
That was by him.
it's an honest review though.
No one said that.
Mum
said that.
Mum said it.
Mum
Yeah.
said that.
Get Mum.
Thanks, Mum.
And
But she knows what she's talking about, Mum.
she really does, yeah. She's
not
listened to a lot of
biased at
rubbish. But as part of that album, we explored. We're from Lowestoft, and we explored the music of the predominant industry, really, of East Anglia and kind of northeast Suffolk, which was traditionally fishing, and even now actually, although the fishing industry really has been decimated. A lot of people earn their living from the sea, so it went into kind of oil, and now it's renewable energy. So there's a real kind of theme of earning money from the sea and from what's out beyond the most easterly point of where we are. And that really was something that fascinated us to even pick up this mantle of sea shanties and sea songs and maritime music. And it's a particular theme that runs through our album, and this next song in particular is one that we had a fascination with, and so we put the words from one song to another. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found, was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious precious did that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. 'Twas grace hath brought me safe thus far, and grace will lead me home. The Lord has promised good to me, His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. Yes, when this flesh and heart shall cease, and mortal life shall fail, I shall possess within the veil a life of joy and peace. The earth shall soon dissolve like snow, the sun forbear to shine, but God who called me here below will be forever mine. Thank you. And so we gave it that little intro, and we're talking about Lowestoft and sea shanties. And well, it wasn't a sea shanty. What's it got to do with Lowestoft? But we picked up some research that Alan Lomax did. I'm sure most of you know all about everything that he did, but famous ethnomusicologist and folk collector. And he had an obsession with a song, and we picked up a little bit of research that he did, and it led us back to a song which referenced Lowestoft, our hometown. And there was no recording of it online, so we did that. Not that song, but it related to that. If you want to know more, you've got to buy the CD. And on the CD, there's a 24-page booklet. It tells you all about that song and many more. So, but we're going to...
Yeah, we'd like to take this moment just to focus on our wonderful percussionist. He's called Andy, and he's sitting at the end there. And just wave, Andy, so they can... Andy, you really... That's enough, Andy.
Don't milk it, I told you.
Andy's fantastic, and we've known him for 25 years, Andy? Seems like longer, doesn't it? That wasn't a long time ago, Andy. Really. Anyway, he's fantastic, and he's a top guy to boot. Andy, do you want to just give him a little bit of percussion? A bit more than that, maybe.
Shall we go? He's got this.
I need a drink and a cigarette. Maybe we could get you joining in along with this one. If you could give us a chant of Joe, the man's name Joe, 3 times. Like a Joe, Joe, Joe. Joe, Joe, Joe. That's good. Joe, Joe, Joe. A bit louder. Joe, Joe, Joe. One more time now. Joe, Joe, Joe. a little lad, and so my mother told me,
Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
that if I didn't kiss the girls, my lips were gonna grow moldy.
Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way, haul away,
The good ship is a folding.
way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way, haul away,
The sheet is now unfolding.
way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
Come on, Joe, Joe, Joe.
Joe.
Oh, no, Joe, Joe, Joe. Huh.
Joe.
All the way now, Joe, Joe, Joe. Joe. King Louis was the king of France before the revolution.
Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
But then he got his head cut off, it spoiled his constitution.
Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way, haul away, we'll haul for better weather. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way, haul away, we'll haul away together. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
The cook is in the galley, boys, making duff so handy.
Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
The captain's in his cabin, lads, he's drinking wine and brandy.
Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way, haul away,
I'll sing to you, I'm Nancy.
way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way, haul away, she's just my cotton fancy. Way, haul away, we'll haul away,
One
Joe.
more time now, Joe, Joe, Joe. Good God, whoa, whoa, whoa. You got to go, go, go. One more time now, Joe, Joe, Joe. Now way, haul away, we'll haul for better weather.
Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe. Way, haul away, we'll haul away together. Way, haul away, we'll haul away, Joe.
Ladies and gents, we're going to, sort of three of us going to duck out a little bit here.
Trust me,
And
it's better that way.
This is another one of our songs on our album, but it's really much more sedate, and I hope you find it as acoustically beautiful as I do as a bystander listening, but maybe I'm slightly biased. So this is Kismel's Galley with Stephen and Paul.
I like the one you do best.
It's because you're not singing it.
Yeah. No, we came across. I'm sure there must be fans of the Corries in the audience. Yeah, wonderful. Well, we came across a fantastic arrangement they did of a very, very old pirate ballad called Kishmal's Galley, and this is kind of, I'm going to say we just copied it. As simple as that, we copied their version because we absolutely fell in love with it.
High from the Benahi on a day of days, seaward I gazed, watching Kishmal's galley sailing. Homeward she bravely battles against the hurtling waves, nor hoop nor yards, anchor, cable, nor tackle has she. Against wind and tide, they've brought her to 'neath Kishmal's walls,
Kishmal's castle, our ancient glory. Here's wine and feast for heroes, and harping too, sweet harping too, watching Kishmal's galley sailing.
Thank you very much. Now, some of the shanties that we've picked up along the way and really enjoyed. They have various functions. I'm sure you know shanties are work songs. Some of them have a superstitious or a religious element to them. This one is based in the superstitions of sailors that would observe a certain type of petrel bird. We call it the mollymawk. What do the Dutch call it, Steve?
Have we got any Dutch people in the audience?
No, you're safe.
You're safe, that's fine. Yes.
I'm going to give it a go then. So the Dutch call it Gmalgewach.
Yeah, that's good.
That's totally authentic.
It's like a Dutch golem.
You do not need to go off and check that with anybody. Yeah, sorry, Andy's brushing himself down. But anyway, what's important really is getting into the spirit of the song. We don't need the authenticity. Oh, the Southern Ocean is a lonely place where the storms are many and the shelter's scarce.
Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
On the restless waters and the troubling sky, there you'll see that mollymawk wheel and fly.
Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn. Won't you ride the wind and go, white seabird? Ride the wind and go, mollymawk. Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
See the mollymawk riding on his wide, wide wings. Lordy, what a lonesome song he sings.
Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
And he's got no compass, he's got no gear. There's none can tell you how the mollymawk steers.
Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn. Won't you ride the wind and go, white seabird? Ride the wind and go, mollymawk. Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
He's the ghost of a sailor man, so I've heard say, whose body sank, his soul flew away.
Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
And he's got no haven and he's got no home, bound forevermore to wheel and roam.
Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn. Won't you ride the wind and go, white seabird? Ride the wind and go, mollymawk. Down upon the Southern Ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
too weary for to sail no more. Let my bones sing better far away from shore.
Down upon the southern ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
You can cast me loose and leave me drifting free, and I'll keep that big bird company.
Down upon the southern ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn. Won't you ride the wind and go white seabird? Ride the wind and go Molly Moore. Down upon the southern ocean, sailing down below Cape Horn.
Oh, thank you very much, guys. Do you know, we've only been doing we've been singing together for quite a long time. We've only really been doing this for just under a year, and this is our first time at Shrewsbury Folk Festival. Do you say Shrewsbury or Shrewsbury? Shrewsbury. Okay. At least I didn't make that mistake in public. Yeah, but we did a set earlier over on the village, and it was just absolutely bucketing down.
Bit wet there.
So everyone tried to get under the stage, but we took it to mean that they just came to flock in.
Yeah, they loved it. They
to
absolutely
huddle
loved it,
for the
didn't they?
warmth and get out of the way of the rain.
Like we did.
So we've had two fantastic audiences already, so thank you very, very, very much. If you want to find out more about us, we are the Rogue Shanty Buoys, and our website is shanties.co.uk. Nice, easy one to remember. And we're also on Facebook as well. We're going to give you a very special song now, I think.
Very special.
Stop your messing around.
Heave-ho,
Time to raise up the sail.
heave-ho,
Leaving Nassau town.
Heave-ho.
Before we wind up in jail.
heave-ho, Rudy. A message to you, Rudy. A message to you.
Stop your fooling around.
Heave-ho,
All the anchors away.
heave-ho,
Don't you run them aground.
heave-ho,
They will turn on you.
heave-ho, John Meek. A message to you, John Meek. A message to you.
Stop your messing around.
Heave-ho,
Better think of your crew.
heave-ho,
Don't you run them aground.
heave-ho,
Or else they'll turn on you.
heave-ho, Rudy. A message to you, Rudy. A message to you, John B. A message to you, Rudy. A message to you. Hey!
Well, you know, we kind of took you into John B there, and then we're going to tell you a little story now and going into our next song. And there was a gentleman called, this is historical, we're teaching you.
Yeah, come on, pay
important
attention.
stuff
There'll be a
here, yeah.
test at the end of this.
We don't charge anything for this, Andy. But there was a gentleman called John Bethel. He was a Welshman, and he was in the Navy. And when he retired, he was kind of well, let's say he was discharged. When he retired and he was discharged, he moved to the Bahamas, in particular to Nassau town, and he started off this private private business of taking people out for tourism trips on his sloop, which is a Dutch sailing vessel.
Again with the Dutch.
Yeah, I'm pretty fluent now, and the people, the Bahamian folks said that John B, he's going to come a cropper one day.
They sound very Suffolk.
Yeah. No, we're not setting you up for a
That
fool.
John
This
B,
is-
he got to come a cropper one day.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that, boy.
This is a true story, and sure enough, he would skipper his sloop drunk, and he would tend to employ drunken Bahamian crew as well. And then, sure enough, one day he ran his sloop aground, and even at very low tide, apparently today in Nassau Port, you can see the wreck of the John B. And there was a Bahamian musician who heard this story, and he was a guy called Blind Willie Blake, and he sang with a group called the Hotel Calypso Trio, and he wrote a song about it, and it was a song that was then uncovered by the Kingston Trio and covered, and then the Beach Boys, Al Jardine in particular, the Beach Boys loved it and wanted to record their own version, and it was slightly changed from the original. The record company wanted them to make it about a drug trip, to give it quite a popular reference, but we're going to try and keep it a little bit true to the original.
My grandpappy and me, we sailed on the old John B. Came into docking up of the sea and the foam. We was drinking all day, and fighting all night, I feel so break up, I wanna go home.
Can you help us out, Shrewsbury?
Oh, pull up the anchor chain, haul up the big mainsail, call for the captain ashore, let me go home. I wanna go home, I wanna go home, I wanna go home, I wanna go home. I feel so break up, I wanna go home. I bought me a brand new pants. Hey! I started to go to a dance. Too much that on my pants, first I had to go home.
Careless.
I had to go home. I had to go home. I had to go home. I had to go home because my pants burst, and I had to go home. So pull up the anchor chain, haul up the big mainsail, call for the captain ashore, let me go home. I wanna go home, I wanna go home, I wanna go home, I wanna go home. I feel so break up, I wanna go home. The cap and the mate got drunk, started breaking up the people drunk. Police came on board and take them away. They take them to jail, they take them to jail, without no bail, without any bail. I feel so break up, I wanna go home. So pull up the anchor chain, haul up the big mainsail, call for the captain ashore, let me go home. I wanna go home, I wanna go home, I wanna go home, I wanna go home. I feel so break up, I wanna go home. The cook, he had the fits, he burned up the people grits. The captain, he done eat a bowl of my corn. Now Sheriff Johnstone, Mr. Johnstone, why don't you let me alone? Please let me alone. We're gonna sail home, I leave today. So pull up the anchor chain, haul up the big mainsail, call for the captain ashore, let me go home. Let me sailboat go by sail, and the steamboat, it go by steam. All around Nassau town, we did roam. We'd been drinking all night.
We've been drinking all night.
And we got in a fight.
And we got in a fight.
I feel so break up. I wanna go home. So why don't you just pull up the anchor chain, haul up the big mainsail, call for the captain ashore, let me go home. Maybe we can hear you sing along. I wanna go home.
I wanna go home.
I wanna go home. Thank you. I feel so break up. I wanna
Please do join
go
in on our second
home.
refrain as loud as you
Here
can.
we go. So pull up the anchor chain, all up the big mainsail, call for the captain ashore, let me go home. Let me go home. I wanna go home. Yeah. I wanna go home. I feel so break up. I wanna go home. And I feel so break up. I wanna go home. I feel so break up. I wanna go home.
Thanks very much. I think they've said it loud and clear. They want to go home, Paul.
Do you want to go home? We don't want to go home. It's a good job you guys are here because, you know, we're contractually obliged. But you guys, thank you. He's missing his bell.
Okay, we're going to give you... Richard's gone off to find his bell, which we're going to use in this next song. And we're going to sing you a song about the whaling industry, which was a brutal affair. It was...
Especially for the whale.
Yeah, I mean, for the men it was difficult, but for the whales it was even worse, really. And when a man was put on watch at night, something he really didn't want to do was go up that crow's nest in the cold weather, often kind of teeming down as it was earlier. The ship was listing from side to side, and so the crow's nest up the top, you'd really get some movement, and you'd get a 4-hour shift through the night, scanning the horizon, looking for a little spurt from a whale. And if you saw something, you called it out just down below. But your 4-hour shift really was being marked by a 30-minute bell every 30 minutes. And so the 8th bell meant that was the end of your watch, and you could get down into your bunk. Some other poor soul had to get up there. And this is a song a whaling song which celebrates that 8th bell. I found myself shipped on a whaler, and I sailed to the far northern seas, and being a bold-hearted sailor, I cared not for icy nor breeze. 8 bells, 8 bells, rouse out there to watch from below. 8 bells, 8 bells, rouse out there to watch from below. Well, it always felt such a long time to be up there just on your own, and my mind would often wander to dream of my girl back at home. 8 bells, 8 bells, rouse out there to watch from below. 8 bells, 8 bells, rouse out there to watch from below. But now I'm no longer a sailor. I often wake up in the night and thinking I'm still on the whaler, call out with the grey is still light.
8 bells, 8 bells, rouse out there the watch from below. 8 bells, 8 bells, rouse out there the watch from below.
8 bells, 8 bells, rouse out there the watch from below. 8 bells, 8 bells,
Rouse out there the watch from below.
Oh yeah. Anyone want to talk to the audience?
No, just
Yeah,
talk
just to Andy, okay.
Hello.
Okay, did we mention we've got albums for sale?
No.
Anyway, let's give them another song.
Yeah, let's take him to Mexico. Or round it, anyway.
Oh, you got him angry now.
Disco beat. It'll be Superstition next. Round the Bay of Mexico.
Way up Louisiana, Mexico is the place that I belong in. Round the Bay of Mexico, all around the Bay of Mexico. Way up Louisiana, Mexico is the place that I belong in. Round the Bay of Mexico.
The wind from the east, man, is blowing strong.
Way up Louisiana,
Feels like a hurricane coming along.
Yeah, that's right.
round the Bay of Mexico, all around the Bay of Mexico. Way up Louisiana, Mexico is the place that I belong in. Round the Bay of Mexico.
The wind will blow and the rain will pour.
That was earlier. Way up Louisiana,
Better get the sugar boats back on the shore. Well,
round the Bay of Mexico, go all around the Bay of Mexico. Way up Louisiana, Mexico is the place that I belong in. Round the Bay of Mexico.
hey, why those girls all love me so?
Way up Louisiana,
'Cause I don't tell them everything I know now.
round the Bay of Mexico, go all around the Bay of Mexico. Way up Louisiana, Mexico is the place that I belong in. Round the Bay of Mexico.
When I leave sea, I'm gonna settle down
Way up Louisiana,
with a pretty mama from Bimini town.
round the Bay of Mexico, go all around the Bay of Mexico. Way up Louisiana, Mexico is the place that I belong in. Round the Bay of Mexico, yeah, Mexico is the place that I belong in. Round the Bay of Mexico. Whoa! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're nearly at the end of our set. We want to thank you. It seems to be stupid finishing with introductions, but Jim did say we're family. So just to make it clear how much we are family, this is my brother.
And he's called Bim.
These two are brothers, and we're cousins. I did tell Jim
don't
something
know the other
backstage.
two.
He was slightly impressed. Our grandmother's cousin was a composer you may have heard of called Benjamin Britten. And our dad was regimental drum sergeant major of the Royal
clanger there,
Welsh.
wasn't it?
So we've got a good connection with Wales, even though we're not quite there yet. But we're not just from the other side of the country.
This time next year.
And
we
he's
should-
just an interloper from London. No. Don't feed the animals.
Nice
You don't do it at the
croydon,
zoo,
some
so please
croydon,
don't
there's
do it just 'cause he's on the stage.
We're going to make this one our last song, and it's a beautiful. Anybody remember Carl Dallas? Yeah, fantastic songwriter, and he had some big co-writes. We came to him through this next song, which I don't think is particularly well known, but tells the story of a tragedy in Arbroath that saw the lifeboat, the Robert Lindsay, go down with all but one man on board, and it was a huge disaster really for the community, and the ripples of which are still felt today. But we're going to sing this for you with this our own arrangement, and we're going to feature Andy on the C drum, very special thing. What key is that in, Andy?
F sharp.
Oh,
No, it's not.
I
Andy.
fed you the line out. It's in the key of C.
C drum.
Never mind.
Andy, show him. C drum.
Here we go.
Hold on. There you go.
This is it's a beautiful song called The Arbroath Tragedy. We want to say thank you very much for having us. Our first festival here. Thank you for being such a lovely audience. Give us a hit up on the web and on Facebook if you're on it. And this is The Arbroath Tragedy. Oh, listen while I tell you of the Aural Tragedy, of how 6 gallant lifeboat men were thrown into the sea on October 27 in the year of 53. And only one brave man was saved in that calamity. The night was dark and stormy, and the lifeboat standing by, when all at once a rocket jumped into the angry sky. The Robert Lindsay ventured out to see the reason why, but nothing could they find that night, no matter how they try. For hours they searched that Tuesday morn until the break of day, but not a bit of wreckage could they find in Arbroath Bay. It's home with mugs of cocoa for us sailors while we may, or else we'll never see the shore, they heard the coxswain say. As they came back across the bar, it was an awful sight. The lifeboat overturned them in the sea as black as night, and they could not reach the shore alive, though struggle as they might. And only Archie Smith was saved upon that dreadful night. So let us all remember the men who go down to the sea, and all their wives and sweethearts dear, wherever they may be, and working men who give their lives in dire necessity, and the fishermen who died that night in 1953. Thank you, Shrewsbury.
How wonderful was that? I think if we ask them nicely, we should get some more, don't you? More? Yeah, I think so. Please, welcome back the Rogue Shanty Buoys.
Well,
Go
thanks.
on,
I guess
then.
we better do something, yeah. You were saying more, not no more.
Actually, know any more, do we?
Yeah. Well, We're going to give it. I mean, we tend to do a lot of songs based on sea shanties or water or rivers, whaling songs, naval songs, maritime and water-related songs. And this one is just that on a technicality, really. It's about the bog over in Ireland, and it's a song. It's anyone know the Rattling Bog? Oh, lovely. Well, need we say any more? Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Red bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Well, in that bog there was a hole, a red hole, a rattling hole, and a hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Red bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Well, in that bog there was a tree, a red tree, a rattling tree, and a tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Red bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Well, on that tree there was a branch, a red branch, a rattling branch, and the branch of the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Red bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Well, in that branch there was a limb, a red limb, a rattling limb, and the limb on the branch of the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Red bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Well, on that limb there was a nest, a red nest, a rattling nest, and the nest of the limb, and the limb, and the branch of the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog, and the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Red bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Well, in that nest there was a bird, a red bird, a rattling bird, and the bird in the nest, and the nest of the limb, and the limb, and the branch of the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Red bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Well, in that bird there was an egg, a rare egg, a rattling egg, and the egg, and the bird, and the bird, and the nest, and the nest, and the limb, and the limb, and the branch of the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. Red bog, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh. In that egg there was a bird, a rare bird, a rattling bird, and the bird in the egg, and the egg, and the bird, and the bird, and the nest, and the nest, and the limb, and the limb, and the branch of the tree, and the tree in the hole, and the hole in the bog down in the valley, oh. Oh, the rattling bog, the bog down in the valley, oh.